would you say about main religions today? How much are they actually tool for manipulation of the masses?
Well, I would say they're very much a tool for manipulation, especially if there's guilt associated with a particular religion. And of course, probably the one we're the most familiar with is Christianity, and the idea here being that you have to go through the bishops, the cardinals, the popes, or just the everyday priests in order to get to God. You know, go to confession, etc. Not saying that there aren't some good elements in Christianity and other religions. I think every religion has a kernel of truth. But it's the idea, once again, that we have to rely on outer authorities for our well-being. And I'm not saying we should ignore outer authorities. Maybe some of them do have something to teach us. I learned a great deal from some of the spiritual teachers when I first started on my path. And to this day, I very much appreciate many of the spiritual teachers and the insights that they've given. But when you become blindly obedient to a teaching, then there's a problem. And, you know, the preachers that are preaching hellfire and brimstone, well, if you don't do this, you're going to go to hell, you know, all that kind of stuff. I think it's very destructive. And I think every religion has their pluses and minuses. You know, in Islam, they have a teaching where you know, have these virgins after you die or something like that. If you die a noble death, you know, so they have suicide bombers. They think they're going to get to all the virgins after they suicide, you know. So there's a lot of negativity also. But Allah and Jesus were very favorable. They spoke of each other in their various scriptures as being very favorable image of each other, you know. So, and then of course the Hindus have their different system, which is a little bit less negative, but still they fall into the trap of feeling like they cannot have certain things in their life because of their past karma. And they're limiting themselves and saying, well, what if you learn right now everything there is to learn about that past karma, and now you can move on and learn something new. You don't have to stay stuck in poverty because you abused your wealth in a past life, for example. And I see Buddhists that fall into that trap as well sometimes. So each religion has their traps.